Ikaw kasama mo si...
Worked hard, had to get in my zone, get in my zone, get in my zone. Baby weak, things taking a throne. Glowed up, had to get in my zone. No friends, I be chilling alone. Don't be hitting my phone. They be fake, I can see they the clones. Don't need them, did it all on my own. Worked hard, had to get in my zone, get in my zone, get in my zone. Baby weak, things taking a throne. Glowed up, had to get in my zone. And never die. I need my inner peace and peace of mind. I'm making history with all the guys. I am not satisfied with getting by. I see that envy, hate up in their eyes. See me win Grammys, do not be surprised. I got the vision and I got the drive. I manifest it so I know it's mine. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel the momentum. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel the momentum. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel the momentum. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel it. Are we back? All this back. Play Kodak Black, all this snap, what a feeling, 100 million, now I'm jigging, y'all be chilling, non-existent, non-consistent, everywhere like a politician, politicking, y'all be slipping in the odds against me, but I'm optimistic, like, I know my energy will never die, I need my inner peace and peace of mind, I'm making history with all the guys, I am not satisfied with getting by, I see that envy, hate up in their eyes, see me win Grammys, do not be surprised, I got the vision and I got the drive, I manifest it so I know it's mine, for the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel the momentum. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel the momentum. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel the momentum. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel it. NFL, now we making beats. NFL, you can look at T. The concept, contrary to your belief. Gather around and come and see. I'm undefeated, flow like water, Aquafina. Need a girl named Margina, not a diva. Man, I hate you to die, Leo. I know I don't do no mediocrity. Gotta be at a certain level if you're gonna be beside of me. I don't this game of psychology. I do this thing so religiously. I need to get my master's in theology. Y'all just rely on technology. I know my grandma, my proud of me. All the good things she instilled in me. Hope that she know that it's still in me, still in me. I know my energy will never die. I need my inner peace and peace of mind. I'm making history with all the guys. I am not satisfied with getting by. I see that envy, hate up in their eyes. See me win Grammys, do not be surprised. I got the vision and I got the drive. I manifest it so I know it's mine. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel the momentum. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel the momentum. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel the momentum. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel it. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel it. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel it.
I know my energy and never. I know my energy and never. I know my energy. I know my energy and never die. I know my energy and never die. I know my energy and never die.
J'ai fini le soir. Right. BMX5 Saint-Laurent, je suis à l'avant du truck avec Roger. BMX5 Saint-Laurent, je suis à l'avant du truck avec Roger. Mets du respect sur le V, tout est franchi, lunettes teintées sur le nez. Le bigot sonne everyday sur mes nez, je suis refait dans les jets, sur les quais. BMX5 sur les champs, je suis à l'avant du whip avec EV. BMX5 sur les champs, je suis à l'avant du whip avec EV. Hey, sur mon wrist, mais je whip. Moi, sur les drugs, c'est que je joue pas en civil. J'ai le flow le plus tendance. Chaque fois je chante et danse. On croit c'est country, je suis rendu en France. Et Saint-Laurent sur ma nouvelle fragrance. Recouvert de camouflage japonais avec une demoiselle qui me parle quand je nais. Dans le club avec mon gars de Grenoble. On veut devenir noble en faisant. Un entrepreneur, move comme un sale. Sur mon grind, je suis jamais au chômage. C'est le biz, ce n'est pas qu'une image. Ces rappeurs vivent une vie de mirage. Au fond d'une berline, tout comme un président. Je suis artiste indépendant. Je suis un avant-gardiste, un visionnaire en avance sur son temps. On a un style insolent. Hey. BMX5 Saint-Laurent, je suis à l'avant du truck avec Roger. BMX5 Saint-Laurent, je suis à l'avant du truck avec Roger. Mets du respect sur le V, tout est noir, j'ai lunettes teintées sur le nez. Le big au sun everyday sur ma nez, je suis refait dans les airs, sur les quais. BMX5 sur les champs, je suis à l'avant du whip avec EV. BMX5 sur les champs, je suis à l'avant du whip avec EV. Hey, sur mon wrist, mais je whip. Moi, sur les drugs, c'est que je joue pas en civil. Y'a ceux qu'on écoute et y'a ceux qu'on l'argent, puis y'a ceux qu'on la flemme. T'es natif de Chicoutimi. Me sens pas tes excuses bidons. T'assumes pas mais t'écoutes et vécu, yeah. Tranche de bacon. Les médias, moi pour ça y'a pas de doute, yeah. En vrai moi j'ai percé où y'avait pas de trou, yeah. YouTube, rap, sur quel pied je danse, après je sais pas. Je sais qu'à la base on voit. Je mets des skatecars, et 10 ans plus tard tous les 3 mois je suis aux States, ah. LA, Beach, 5-4. Look up, snap. Demain j'arrête si je veux. BMX5 Saint-Laurent, je suis à l'avant du truck avec Roger. BMX5 Saint-Laurent, je suis à l'avant du truck avec Roger. Mets du respect sur le V, tout est noir, j'ai lunettes teintées sur le nez. Le big au sun everyday sur ma nez, je suis refait dans les airs, sur les quais. BMX5 sur les champs, je suis à l'avant du whip.
You know how they say you don't miss something until it's gone? Thankfully, the wait is over. Because it's all back. Well, with a slight twist. It's the game you loved, like we've never seen it before. 22 teams, all in one place, ready to make history. It's a whole new game.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. A nighttime activity on Ocean Drive here in Miami. As seen from the air, plenty going on down there. We welcome TA, it's all you.
Well, if you ask Karl Anthony Towns, his greatest strength is his versatility. He said, "My dad taught it to me at a young age. It's made my transition at every step of my career comfortable, having the fundamentals and foundation. Don't limit myself. Try to be great at all skills." Evan?
Terrific attitude. It makes him very tough to handle. David, thank you. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. They got Bamba, Harden out there with Isaac. Then there's Draymond Green, and it's Towns in at the 5 down low. And for the Heat, Anthony Davis is out there with Whiteside. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Opening night, Brent, always exciting. Technically, every team is undefeated with a lot of hope.
You're just fired up. I mean,
I am fired up.
The NBA never stops, Kevin. We know this, right?
Isn't it great, though? I'm so glad it doesn't stop.
The offseason is just absolutely ridiculously exciting.
So fun.
So much movement and hope for franchises that, have struggled for a long time. And here we go. Hope springs eternal. It's opening night.
That one good for 2.
And Draymond Green, we know he plays with attitude. He plays with force. His teammates appreciate the unselfish approach he had.
Right side, the pass to Middleton. Kicks it out to Lillard. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
And so it's to Detroit with the ball. Pistons passing it around. Drops in the tray.
And defensively, you gotta respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
Levine, rebounded by Isaac.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who could play at such a high level offensively.
And it just seems that every pass they made is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And here's Whiteside. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Middleton drives in. Bamba with the block.
The main weapon in Bamba's attack, the slender long arms he possesses, helps him block lots of shots.
He gets that one.
Shooting 4 or 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel-good.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
And really brought an impressive physicality to that matchup, drawing a ton of fouls, and, of course, went on to win it.
No doubt that's what made the difference. The aggression they showed, attacking, drawing contact. It got them points at the line and made foul trouble a big concern on the other side.
Here's Levine, following the score by Mohamed Bamba. There's the pass to Whiteside. Here's Davis. Bamba with the block.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
Here's Isaac. That shot off. And it's Miami the other way. Lillard left side. Pass to Davis. Right side with it. Over in the corner, Lillard. 6 to shoot. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Harden against Lillard. On the wing, Green. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Levine dishes to Davis. Green against Middleton. Lillard outside. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Pistons. Here is Harden. 23 points for him the last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
Well, what helps that out a lot is he got to the free throw line, which was a real game changer. It slowed down the opposition's momentum and made them play with his team style.
Here is Lillard. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Middleton the pass to Davis. Lines it up for Levine. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And stolen by Whiteside. Middleton against Green. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Chris Middleton has worked his way back and come a long way. The former second-round pick becoming a consistent starter in the league.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
That free throw, no good. Of course, Dirk Nowitzki spent his whole career with the Dallas Mavericks. We don't see that much anymore, from the beginning to the end with one team.
No, but I think we're going to still occasionally have anomalies like we did with Reggie being in Indiana for the years of his playing career. Nate McMillan was in Seattle for his playing career, now coach of the Indiana Pacers. So there will be times where we'll have that once or twice. It's not going to happen very much. Not in today's game, and not with what's at stake.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now, here is Harden. 9 points in the game so far, and the shot goes in.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
Here's Middleton. James Harden picking up that last basket. Middleton the pass to Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. For 3. Rebound, Detroit. On the wing, Green. Defended by Middleton. Lets it go from 11. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Lillard on top, guarded by Harden. Lillard misses.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Down low, it's tipped. Levine with it. Now Green defending. Now here's defense is right there.
And in flashes, Levine has shown he can be a star. Now he has to put it all together on a consistent basis.
For Miami, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Adams, he's checked in for Bamba. And so Levine nails both of them. Detroit with the ball. They're on a 20-7 run. Isaac passes to Harden. Towns trying to get open. Harden, that's good. Harden's got 13.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And the Heat call time here. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
Right side kicks to Middleton. Now Lillard. Oh, right side in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Just a great alley-oop there. Teammates connecting. Whiteside with the jam. The D wants no part of that.
Now here's Isaac. Guarded by Levine. Harden surveying the D. A floater, and it's blocked by Whiteside.
When you consider just how long and how big Whiteside is down there, it's not surprising that shot blocking is something he does well.
Pistons leading by 13. On the wing, Green. He has 5. Here's Towns. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Levine finds Davis. Middleton outside. Passes it to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Tries again. It doesn't go for him. Towns with the defensive effort. And Whiteside sends it back. And here's Middleton. He had a 39-point outing in their last game against Charlotte. Bean passes to Lillard. Levine against Harden. Levine can't hit. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Detroit. 15-point game. Great tee that time for Middleton.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, that's a guy out there in Steven Adams that you just have to pay attention to. Every night he's going to bang around the opposing big guys and be a threat around the rim to score and pick up offensive rebounds.
Detroit shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. Shoot 2. First one falls for. And with Adams Adams on the offensive glass, he is impossible to move.
Well, that's a big reason why a couple years ago, Kevin, he grabbed more offensive rebounds than defensive rebounds. So you know he's going to live in the paint.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. And a different look here for the Pistons. Bol, he's checked in for Towns. Anthony comes in for Draymond Green. Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for James Harden.
Well, Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do.
Harris dishes the ball. Back to Harris. In the corner, Murray with it. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
The good old catch-and-shoot jumper there. Murray quickly getting these shots out and over the defense.
Pass to Anthony. On the wing, Wiggins. No good. Some solid defense from Harris.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, it's good signs.
Now, here is Lowry. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Philadelphia.
And guys, in addition to that scoring, he was absolutely tenacious on the defensive end. A complete two-way game for him. Finished with 3 steals, I think, and that was a difference maker.
Now, Nurkic following the miss by Kyle Lowry from deep. And that's going to be a travel. Got to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Green.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Ball against Lowry. And the pass to Wiggins. Kicks it to Bol. Fires from deep. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Pistons lead by 13.
And really set the tone early with their three-point shooting.
Ball, the pass to Harris. And it's Miami with another.
Well, this is a strength of Tobias Harris, finding good rhythm now in the mid-range shot.
Detroit leading by 11. Here's the lob to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Sometimes you raise your eyebrows at the things Steven Adams does athletically at his size. Almost impossible to stop him once he's at the rim.
Now here's Lopez. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
The other part of his game was the outstanding D. Shot blocking is a huge momentum shifter, and his 2 blocks really turned the game in their team's favor.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
The shot's good.
Harris at 6'9" is a big body, and the defense has got to do a better job of pushing him outside the paint.
Now here's Lowry. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Bol. From outside, off the mark.
And already it's taken out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Here's Anthony. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
How many thousands of times have we seen Melo in that position to pick up a shooting foul and to force the defense to foul him?
He hits the second from the line. The Heat trail by 14. Here's Bol out to Harris from downtown. Harris missing again.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Anthony dishes to Lowry. Pass to Bol. 4 on the clock. Over Lopez. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Well, Steven Adams Adams always working the offensive glass, strong and aggressive in there, and gets that second chance hoop.
And so it's Detroit in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Right back after this break. All-star big man Karl Anthony Towns is hungry to maximize his potential.
I want to be the best player who ever played, and I feel that.
His coaches, Greg, and teammates love hearing that.
And how can you not? I mean, that kind of drive is special. And with his tools and potential, hard to put a ceiling on just how good he can be.
And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And the Pistons have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Derrick Rose is out there with Murray. Then there's Harris. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Nurkic in at the four-man position. Here's Anthony. And he makes that one. And the Pistons lead by 21.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Harris. Bamba with the block. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. On the wing, Harris. Covered by Anthony. 5 to shoot. Goes back up.
And he just takes pleasure in shutting his man down. I love seeing Bamba work this hard on that end of the floor. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Harris looking it over. Over Anthony. Harris's shot is off.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Anthony, rejected by Harris.
Every so often, Tobias Harris showing you something defensively and great timing to throw that one away.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said, a Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole. Kevin, that's what made him. From Philly to Villanova to Toronto to an NBA champion.
I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. He's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you.
Well, with the scoring ability that Tobias Harris has, he can look to be even more aggressive. All the skills to be a go-to guy.
Murray outside. Harris outside. Passes it to Lopez. And it's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Davis is checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Bull. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Just 3 to shoot. Lopez finds Rose from deep three-point range, and Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, you talk about physical gifts for the game. Bamba, a 7-footer with the longest wingspan, 7'9.5", and that gives him a huge sphere of influence.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Whiteside's checked in for Lopez. Chris Middleton comes in for Harris. And Lillard subbed in for Jamal Murray. And then for Detroit, Isaac comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's James Harden in for Kyle Lowry. Greg, you look at Bamba able to touch the rim while still on the ground. And he gets off the ground pretty well, too.
A good athlete, still getting stronger and developing his feel for the game. But he has something you just can't teach.
Faster pace now, Brent, in the NBA. This has become an endurance sport, and well-conditioned athletes are a must.
Obviously, Kevin, over the past couple seasons, the pace has picked back up. It's very reminiscent of the early 80s when you had the Lakers running, the Denver Nuggets running. Yes. You have these teams that are just flying up and down the floor. So as a fan, I think it's a wonderful opportunity, especially the closer you can sit, to watch a Russell Westbrook, to watch a Paul George, to see a Giannis get up and down the floor with such fluidity and grace and skill set. So the game opening up has also opened the eyes to the fans about just how great the athleticism of NBA players is.
Yeah, I like the concentration there. Isaac showing how skilled he is on the block. Feels like no one can stop him.
Pass to Okogie. Harden left side. Here's Towns, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And Lillard kicks to Rose. Back to Lillard. This one for 3. Hands it from downtown. Lillard's got his second bucket tonight.
This is what you're going to get with Lillard. He's a gunner. Right now, he's gunning from deep range.
Up top, Bamba. The pass to Okogie. Stolen by Rose. And now Rose running the floor all by himself. It's blocked. Now here's Isaac. To the middle. Here's Bamba. And Davis sends it back.
Phenomenal defense by Anthony Davis to spike that shot back. He'd make a heck of a volleyball player.
4 on the shot clock. Here's Towns. In transition, here comes Miami. Here's Rose. Up and in on the way.
Of all the action happening there, Kevin, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Harden with it. He's got 13. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Zach LaVine's checked in for the Heat. Free throw good. James Harden.
And the southpaw stroke of Harden is just beautiful to watch. When he's cooking, he's one of the more lethal scorers in our league.
Right side, Davis. Back to Lillard. On the wing, Levine takes a 3. Rebound by the Pistons. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. To the inside. Middleton. And it's sent back by Isaac.
Oh, how about the read from the young fella? Isaac is dependable at anticipating when to go for the block.
Pass to Towns. Towns is doubled. Shot clock at 6. Okogie, the pass to Isaac, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Yeah, and Isaac, he just makes dunking look easy. And has an incredible reach and quickly gets up off the floor to throw that one down.
Here's Middleton. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Harden the pass to Towns. Mamba trying to break free. Towns, no luck. Last outing for the Pistons, it was a loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Terrific flush from Anthony Davis there. When he's given room to fly like that, he's going to take off.
Here's Okogie, defended by Middleton. Inside, sends it back. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. And Miami making a change here. Ball's checked in. Adams, he's checked in for Detroit. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's blocked by Whiteside. To the paint. Trying to get open is Davis. And it's Ball. That time on the assist by Middleton.
Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Kicks it to Towns. Here's Harden on the wing. There's the lob to Towns. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Pass the ball. Back to Levine. It's good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Harden against Ball. Here's Okogie. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And guys, in addition to that scoring, he was absolutely tenacious on the defensive end. A complete two-way game for him. Finished with 3 steals, I think, and that was a difference maker.
Ball. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one is on Towns.
It's the quickness of Ball that's a problem for defenders. Solid at finding ways to get fouled on the way up.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Whiteside. And Detroit with a change here too. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Josh Okogie. Outside, Towns. And here's Harden for 3. No good on that one. And the Heat going the other way now.
You love basketball. Couldn't miss in the first quarter. Now can't make it in the second quarter. Got to be eating at him just a bit.
Bean passes to Nurkic. Second chance shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, the determination there by Nurkic pressures the D into getting a little bit too physical with him on that shot.
For Miami, they have shot 75% of the stripe, 6 of 8. And so, Brent, you and I know the legend of Nurkic. Back in Bosnia, a sports agent read an article about a huge policeman, 7 foot, 400 pounds. And this agent tracked down this policeman and asked him, do you have a son?
Well, that son is Yusuf Nurkic, the guy you're seeing out there. And 14 years of age, Yusuf Nurkic had never played the game of basketball. So the agent took him under the wing, and the rest pretty much history here, Kevin.
I like that story. Now Towns. He has 6. On the wing, Wiggins. He's guarded by Nurkic. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. 8 points for Andrew Wiggins.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
On the wing, Harris. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Working tirelessly on the stroke. Tobias Harris trying to find consistency with that shot.
Harden the pass to Adams. 1:30 left here in the second. Wiggins with it, picked up by Davis. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Levine. Wiggins with the block. Watch Levine. That one goes. Just count it. Harden's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Harden against Ball. Inside. That's good from Davis on the assist by Ball. 8 points for Davis.
That's just such good touch. I mean, with that length, Kevin, once he turns, he's got a shooting window that feels wide open.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
For Detroit, they have shot 6 or 7 at the line.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throw.
A different look for Miami. Lopez comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Jamal Murray in for Zach LaVine. And then for Detroit, Bol, he's checked in for Towns. Anthony comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Kyle Lowry in for James Harden. 40 seconds left in the first half. And here is Murray. Lopez outside. Dish now to Harris. It's in the bucket for his 4th field goal. Shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Lowry dishes to Bol. And here's Anthony for 3, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
Well, he's a bit of a tweener defensively, but I like the effort there from Tobias.
And so is Detroit, cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact Damian Lillard has had on this game has been minimal. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Draymond. Of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatches. You know, most of the time there's a big guy.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of James Harden was the man in the first. He had 18 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. And that's a wrap for our halftime show.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
On the court for the Pistons, Isaac out there with Harden. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And there's Mohamed Bamba. And it's Green in at the small forward. Levine kicks to Lillard. And he converts the layup. Lillard's got 7 points.
Very few players, if any, score more points than Lillard as a pick-and-roll ball handler.
Down low, Towns takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Oh, right side in position.
That's right on the money from Lillard. That's how you finish a possession.
Detroit leading by 22. Harden outside. Outside, Green. They get it back. Bamba. And Davis sends it back. Lillard, the pass to Levine. Stolen by Bamba. Here's Green. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
That's his
That's a strong finish from Draymond Green. Those are the kind of plays where he likes to flex on.
Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader. Truly a special player.
And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
The Heat have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. Each year, so many coaching changes. Brent, do you feel they generally get too much blame when things go wrong?
I don't know if blame is the word, Kevin. That's just the easy out for a lot of organizations that want to make some changes. The main thing that's frustrating, I think, for the coaching fraternity is patience. You have to be realistic about the potential of your team and how much time it takes to grow what it is that coach's culture is all about. That's where teams sometimes lose out and give up on somebody a little bit early.
But these guys go into it eyes wide open.
Oh, there's no question about it. And really good coaches in the NBA know that it might not last all that long. So they're going to be who they are. That's who you want to hire. Hire a coach who knows exactly who he is, both coming in the door and walking away.
To the paint, here's Bamba, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Hassan Whiteside.
And at almost 7 feet tall, Bamba is hard to cover. He's adept at getting these calls inside.
So he gets them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. Pass to Whiteside. He kicks it to Levine. Lillard from outside. That's good. And it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 5 assists in the game. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was the 2018 Coach of the Year, but as we all know, he was fired after that same season by the Raptors. Casey has found a home in Detroit. Casey said, "I have no regrets." Winston Churchill said, "Success consists of going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. That's what I've done." So, Kevin, Dwayne Casey is still pounding the rock.
He sure is, and I like that Churchill quote as well. Thanks, David. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. To the middle. Middleton can't get it to go.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
And Miami shooting 39% from the floor, at their best. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Lillard against Harden. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You think you have AD rooted out, but he can use his length, he can use his size, and get another rebound.
Towns kicks to Isaac. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists tonight.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
The pass to Middleton. With the teardrop, Bamba with the block. And he gets it back. Lillard, the pass to Whiteside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Whiteside at his size is a super tough cover for the defense, which is why they resort to fouling.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
He's off on the foot. Rose, he's checked in for the Heat. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Okogie's checked in. And he's good on the second.
Interesting with the game shifting to the pace and space about where Whiteside fits into the puzzle, he is still a double-double threat down on the inside and can be taken advantage of on nights.
Pass to Towns. Over Whiteside. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. They get Hassan Whiteside.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, top man is going for the jugger.
The free throw drops for Towns.
And you look at how Towns is so effective on offense, and it's because he really has the entire package for a big man. Back to the basket, facing up, playing outside or in, off the bounce or on the catch. This guy can do it all. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. For three, Okogie. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. And Greg, as you said, it's the skill level of Towns at his young age that is so incredible.
Very capable three-ball shooter, but he likes backing you down on the block as well. You step back and look at what he can do for a team, and there aren't really any holes in his game.
Levine finds Lillard. Lobs it up for Levine. Whiteside trying to break free, and Levine throws it down.
Lillard involving his guys, a great passer, and he makes a good decision there.
Passes it to Towns. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Hassan Whiteside.
Yeah, easy call.
Two shots. The free throw drops for Towns.
And already a leader at such a young age, Towns' teammates look to him to anchor them on both ends, and he has not disappointed.
The Heat making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. Here's Lillard, and the rejection by Towns.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. For the Pistons, Anthony comes in for Jonathan Isaac. And it's Lowry in for Josh Okogie. Here's Harden, knocked loose and stolen by Lillard. And it's the Heat on the break. Here's Rose. Good. Big play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 5 assists tonight.
And this is what Rose brings to the table. When he gets out in the open court, he doesn't take his foot off that pedal.
Deflects the pass, and he gets it to go. 8 points for Mohamed Bamba.
Any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Lopez right side. Lowry with the ball. Lillard picks him up. Lillard against Lowry. He dishes it to Anthony. And the shot goes down. Anthony's got 5 points so far.
Melo sees the space, Melo gets to the space, and Melo scores.
Here's Levine, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Heat have made 9 free throws in the game, 14 attempts. And the first one at the line is good. And the Heat making a change here. Murray's checked in. Then for the Pistons, Bol. He's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Adams comes in for Mohamed Bamba. And Andrew Wiggins is subbed in for James Harden. Detroit's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Adams outside. Lowry passes to Adams. Pistons passing it around. Davis with some nice deep.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes defensively very seriously.
Pass to Anthony. Over Davis. Anthony's shot is off.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there, Kevin. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Murray outside. Back to Rose. Trying to get open as Lopez. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Lowry. Here's Wiggins, and the layup's good off the glass. 11 points in the game.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Rose dishes to Levine. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is on Bull. No good on that. Tobias Harris has checked in for Miami. All comes in for Derrick Rose. And he sinks the second. Detroit dictating the flow. Now here's Lowry. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The shot by Anthony, no good.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
The ball has tremendous confidence in that shot. As soon as the pass hits his hands, he's ready to pull up.
The pass to Anthony. Bean with the rebound. Miami's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Murray outside. Harris against Adams. Harris outside. Pocket 6. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the Heat with the ball. Lopez finds Levine. There's the 3. Rebounded by the Pistons.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Outside Lowry. Shoots the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got his 3rd assist on the night. Levine looking around, and Lopez throws it down.
Lopez at that size has no trouble throwing it down.
Murray against Wiggins, and Adams now top of the key. To the left side wing. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Cans the shot from the wing. Lowry's got 5 points now this quarter. And Miami shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. To the inside, and the jam by Levine.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Wiggins passes to Adams. Back to Wiggins. Adams outside. Lopez with the block.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame, a smart block, if you will. Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition, but no one's on you, great shot there.
Lowry passes to Adams. Anthony up on top. Releases. But they'll get another chance. And it's Adams on the follow.
Well, he gets so few attempts in the post to show off some of his footwork. A good percentage of Adams' offense comes off of putbacks.
There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. From about 16, and Bull pulls it down.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Adams in the high post. Kicks to Lowry. To the paint. It's stolen by Harris. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's Detroit running away with it. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Jamal Murray. Now there's Bertans out there with Nurkic. Then it's Ball, and it's Harris in at the 3. It's the group on the floor for Miami. Clock at 4. Murray for 3. It's the three-point bomb.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big lead here in this second half.
Pistons shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Knocked away. In transition, here comes Miami. Ball's running. Bertans kicks the ball. Brent, with advanced analytics becoming commonplace in the NBA, which stats do you personally hold most valuable?
Well, it's amazing to talk about effective field goal percentage. I laugh a lot
which is everything shooting, free throws.
Yeah, well, I like to use true shooting percentage, Kevin, because that's where you adopt three-point shooting percentage, two-point shooting percentage, and your free throw percentage. Everything. But in talking to a lot of people around the league, general managers and coaches, I laugh inside to myself a little bit, like, oh, so now shooting's important? Like what? Like now shooting's important around the league? Right. As if, the time that you go out and start playing basketball, you grab a ball, you go towards the goal, and your goal is to make the shot. And so we're talking so much more about how much shooting is valued. Effective field goal percentage is tremendous, with true shooting percentage being not far beyond.
He kicks to Harris. Back to Ball. Sweet little floater.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Murray against Wiggins. For Murray. And Detroit again with the bucket.
He has a very well-rounded offensive game. There's just no shortage of ways Wiggins has to punish an opponent, inside, outside, or otherwise.
Harris outside. Over Lowry. Harris misses.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Wiggins surveying the floor. Pass to Green. Kicks it out to Wiggins. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that'll be the third of the fourth straight at home. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Friday, they'll host the New York Knicks. Then on Saturday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Chicago Bulls. Here's Nurkic. Murray outside. Just 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Lowry inside the line. Rebound by the Heat.
You'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Looking to end his cold spell. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. So both teams changing it up here. Brent, a few players now host podcasts, participate with those elements, with those vehicles during the season. Your thoughts on that?
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic for our fan base and for our players to have an outlet, to have conversations and share a little bit more about their personality, it grows them as people, I think, Kevin. Especially, I've listened to J.J. Redick's many times over, and you learn something new, not only about players, but about their interests and how they're spending time. And I think if you were a young player, let's say you were a high school senior, and you're a college player, and you're listening to some of the things that guys are talking about in their experiences, I think it's invaluable for what it is that you don't know exists around a player in the NBA, and for you to start having considerations about how difficult the task is, how mentally taxing. So these things are great outlets for the players.
He doesn't get the second one. The Heat have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. Bible, the pass to Rose. Harris outside. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, when Nurkic goes across the lane there, hard to get him out of the way, and he collects the offensive rebound.
Here's Caruso. He's covered by Rose. Brent, a lot of teams will be paying that luxury tax, and that is a tough thing for a lot of owners to swallow. Is this the best method to deter teams from going over the cap, overspending, and outspending smaller markets?
You're hitting the nail on the head, Kevin, because there are some teams, as much as you said it's tough for some teams to swallow, there are other teams that never see that pill. Right. And they're willing to go as far as they need to go in order to put a championship team on the floor. It seems to be working, but the question you had for me, was it a deterrent right now? I don't know if it's as significant as it needs to be. We know the repeater tax certainly hurts some teams, but there are still teams that are willing to spend, Kevin. That's really tough on small market teams who want to avoid that at all costs.
Free throw, good, Rose.
And for Derrick Rose, the question will be how much of his MVP level of play from 2011 can he recover? You'd love to see him return to that form.
The Pistons making a change here. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Wiggins. Bamba comes in for Trevor Ariza. Isaac's checked in for Josh Okogie. And it's James Harden in for Alex Caruso. And so he hits both. Pistons leading by 23. Harden outside. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Harden's got 25 points.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Rose kicks to Lillard. Last year, the average salary for a starting point guard, Brent, in the NBA, was the highest among all positions. Why would that be?
Well, with the way the game has changed, Kevin, there's certainly an emphasis on being able to find guys who are initiating offense, scoring the basketball, shooting three-pointers, and you're seeing a big shift in salaries between point guards and bigs. That's where the biggest disparity is. Centers in the league are getting less and less of an opportunity to have the extended big money contracts because the game has moved to the perimeter, and if you're a big that cannot play on the perimeter, there's not a lot of teams that are willing to invest a significant amount of their cap space into the center position. They want guards and wings who can play out there and do the damage for them.
Free throw good from Harden.
And making the most of their opportunities at the line here in the second half.
Zach LaVine's checked in for Rose. That one falls, so he hits both of them. So it's Miami now. Lillard scanning the floor. Inside, here's Davis. Bamba with the block. And is out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Cole, he's checked in for Detroit. Pistons on defense, and that one's good. Lillard.
Damian doesn't need a lot of time to get a shot off and found some space there.
Here's the lob to the hoop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And here we go. Fast break. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. You have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Here's Harden on the wing. He's covered by Whiteside. Just 4 to shoot. And it's sent back by Lillard. In the corner, it's Levine. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Levine's got 12 points here in the second half.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Harden against Lillard. Harden the pass to Isaac. Beyond the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Pistons lead by 21.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And the vertical that Levine has really gives him an advantage when he's able to hit that launching pad.
Green with the ball. Lillard picks him up. Bull can't hit. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Miami Heat. They double him with Green. Levine finds Middleton. Here's Whiteside. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And it's 8 points for Hassan Whiteside.
Get to the point where you're going to have to start respecting Whiteside's jump shot. Effective shooting off the pass, and good timing there from the big man.
From deep Harden. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Passes to Davis. Shoots over Bamba. And it's Davis missing.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Harden kicks to Isaac. Buries it from three-point range. Isaac's got 6 points in the quarter.
And you just can't let Isaac get that much room to shoot it from deep. He's a very consistent three-point shooter with a fluid shooting form.
Lillard attacking. It's tipped. Bamba dishes the ball. And Davis sends it back. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Levine with the ball. And that one's good. Lillard.
That gives him the second three of the half, with 3 total for the game.
Lillard against Harden. Green left side. Back to Harden. Here's the 3. But they recover it.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
Green kicks to Isaac. Nice ball movement by Detroit. The deep 3 from Harden. It's hauled in by the Heat. Whiteside's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Here's Lillard. Kicks it down to Middleton. Pass to Davis. Bamba with the block. Isaac with the ball. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Bamba passes to Isaac. 6 on the shot clock. Harden's shot is off. The Heat trail by 17. Here's Lillard. Middleton trying to break free. And then Lillard snaps it in.
Big time drive from Lillard, and the contact. He has the mindset just to slough it off.
Harden the pass to Green. Here's Bull, and there's the pass to Bamba. Isaac with the ball. He's guarded by Davis. There's Green with the 3. No good that time. The Heat go the other way with it.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Pistons.
when you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for James Harden.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Green. Wiggins comes in for Jonathan Isaac. And it's Alex Caruso in for James Harden.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That one falls for Berton. Lonzo Ball is checked in for the Heat. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Adams, he's checked in for Bamba. Both shots good from the stripe. 36 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Caruso looking for an opening. Now here's Ariza. He's guarded close. Wiggins against Rose, trying to end the drought, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, it looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was actually a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Andrew, an impressive win for you guys. How will you look back on tonight?
I feel it was great, I think the whole team played great. We shared the ball, we got rebounds.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports.
your house without staking it out. If you ain't really bout that you say you about, I went a different route. I just go pivot the couch. I just envision the count, then I go get that amount. I got